Well, hello and welcome. My name is Pamela Gray Daniel. I'm a social unity and oneness practitioner, and I am so excited to have you with me for Unifying Conversations. Now, this is a pre-recorded session. It is to kind of give you an introduction, but if you are interested in being a part of a live class, where you will get to interact with me and other participants. I will give you the information where you can sign up for that. But this is a special session that I recorded for you all who are part of the co-creators cohort. And I just want to thank you guys for your support and purchasing the book and being a part of creating a world that works for us all. So I'm social unity and oneness practitioner. What does that mean? Right? It's an alternative to DEI work. It focuses on allyship. It focuses on oneness. It focuses on social unity as the North Star goal. And so a lot of what I share is about how to delve deeper into your personal work. I believe that the greatest work that we can do in this world, and we are all called to be ambassadors of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And the way that we do it is through reviewing the systems of our behaviors and looking at how they are in alignment or out of alignment with what we want to see in society, because we are part of society. We are a cell in that organism of society. And we were all created to work together. That's why we are here at this time, in this place, together. We are here to create. And oftentimes we get focused on ourselves and we think that what affects us is all that there is, all that's important. And we shift from a place of unity mindset into a place of division mindset, where we are seeing one another as competition, or we're seeing ourselves as separate from one another, not a part of a larger whole. And so oneness is the practice of really focusing in and aligning yourself, aligning your behaviors, aligning your thoughts, aligning your emotions with that truth, that we are connected, that whatever affects a part of us affects all of us. It may be in different ways, but we are all connected, and there is a place and a way for us all to be valued and equaled in this society so that we can create a better world, a world that works for us all. I think that that is something that we all really want, but we don't know how to achieve. And we've gone about it in different ways. And I believe now it is time for us to look at strategically, look at different ways that we can learn to work together, learn to appreciate one another, learn to value the gifts that each other have and hold and are bringing to this experience. We are here to give. We are not here to take away. We are here to build. We are not here to tear down. And so my focus will always be on the building of community that works for us all, building of relationships, building of a world, a society that has all of the values that we really want to see, but we don't know how to accomplish. And so that's just a little background about what I do. But this conversation today is about how do we have unifying conversations? You know, we are in a place in our world where we're very polarized. We have people on one side and people on the other side, and never the two, it feels like, will ever meet. And it's because we have not learned how to value the art of collaboration. We have not yet learned how to value someone's diversity and embrace inclusion to build together, to build. So when you're building a house, there's a number of different tools that you need. You cannot build a house solely with the hammer. But that's kind of what we've been doing throughout society. We've been valuing the hammer, and we've been valuing the work that the hammer can do. And when it comes to these other tools, we're saying, you're not that important right now, or we'll only value at this time. And all tools are important. And that's what we are. We are all tools. We are all part of this experience in which we get to build with one another. And so in order to build, we have to learn how to have conversations that allows us to listen to the perspective of one that is very different from ours, and share our perspective with the other, and then come to a place where we can collaborate and discover and create based upon the needs of both of us, of all of us. And so this is a really important skill that we need to develop at this time. And that's why I thought it was very important to bring it to you today. So without further ado, we're gonna go into some intentions, which is always how I start my sessions, because a lot of people like to talk about learning objectives, but when you intend to do something, it's a little bit different than a learning objective. It is an intention that you place in your mind, you keep at the forefront, and you make sure at all times that you are walking with this intention in mind. So thank you again for coming to the Unifying Conversations. It's about coming together for the common good. All right, so here are our intentions. We will learn something new today, and it will be fun. This is going to be a fun opportunity, and it's even more fun when you have people that you can hear about their stories and their perspective. And so I hope that you will join me at some point for a live class. We are creating and maintaining a safe space. Now, this again is really important, because this is my intention for you all, that I am choosing my words, that I will be creating a place where it's a learning environment where you all can feel safe to share, and safe to, without judgment, share your perspective, your experiences, and all of the things that you've gone through, and allow them to be valued and a part of the creative experience. We will regard the experiences, thoughts, and feelings of others as if they were our own. And so this is a oneness practice where we work to empty ourselves of ourselves, not to say that we're not important, but to make room for another perspective. Sometimes our perspective can get so much in the way that we do not allow ourselves to listen fully, accept fully someone else's perspective. So it's really important to regard the experiences, thoughts, and feelings of others as if we were our own, and that helps us to do that. We will stay engaged. You know, I start my sessions and end my sessions with everyone who was a part of that. So it's really important, if you do attend a live session, that you are on time. After a certain point, we do not admit anyone else in it, and that's a part of that creating and maintaining a safe space. If you haven't gotten to go through the intentions, it's not fair for everyone else. And so it's important that we stick to these intentions, and that also we stay engaged. That's a promise that we're making to one another. We will hold space for one another. And this is something I've added. I welcome you to bring all of you to this conversation. I welcome you to bring all of you, and I am grateful that you will allow me to bring all of me. Sometimes we only allow people to bring the part of them that makes us comfortable. And that is not inclusive, that is not diversity, that is not equality. We need to learn how to accept all of how someone's presenting and allow them to be who they are in that moment, even with their emotions. So here's another one. We agree that honor, dignity, and respect is a right due to everyone. There is nothing anyone can do that takes away their right to have honor, dignity, and respect. And a lot of people have a hard time with this one, because when people are mistreating them or behaving badly, we tend to feel justified, right, in us not giving them honor and dignity. In fact, what happens when someone is disrespecting us, we often meet them where they are. And what that is us meeting their behavior, in which case we are no better than them in that moment. If they're struggling, we've stepped down to a level that is putting us in a place to struggle. And so when we elevate ourselves, when we keep ourselves in the place that gives honor, dignity, and respect, even when it's not being shown to me or to you, you are holding a higher standard. And what happens in those circumstances and situations is that people will often rise to meet you. But you have to be consistent with still honoring, giving them dignity and giving them respect. And then finally, we agree that we are all on a journey. There are no experts. We are only experts of our own experiences. And so there are things that I may share that you have a different perspective of. And I am so open to hearing those perspectives. That's part of creating and maintaining a safe space. It's also about maintaining a learning environment, because none of us have arrived. There is no woke, it's awakening. And so we are all awakening to the experience of others. And that's part of what inclusion and diversity and equality is really about. And so this is where we are going to be intending, through all of our exercises today, we are going to be attentive to these intentions and purposeful here.